Hey everybody, welcome to the Yoga by Candace YouTube channel. I'm Candace.
Dan here from Namaste Strength.
And we are going to be sharing a couple partner yoga poses that you can do at home. So if you have kids, this is a really great thing to do with them to keep them entertained. If you have a roommate or a housemate or a partner that you want to practice with, then these are some great options to do. So let's start with our very first one. You're going to come into plank position. For plank position, you want to have your hands shoulder distance. You want to be sure that you're not dumping into your shoulders, which would look like this. You kind of have this like divot there in the shoulders. Instead, push the ground away. You can find a little bit of a round with the upper back. You don't have to push super, super high. But then make your legs really, really strong and press out of the bottoms of the feet. Then the top person is going to come along and place their hands at the lowest part of the calves. And then you will make your arms very strong as you step your toes onto their upper back. Is that all right? Mm-hmm. And then you press in and you lift up and you find yourself in a plank position. So draw your low belly in towards your spine, up towards your chest. Get really strong and breathe. See if you can hold it for 5 breaths. And then you can step down if you're the top person. And the bottom person will come down into a child's pose. So for child's pose, you want to have your arms out in front of you. You can press into your forearms. You'll feel a really nice stretch through your armpits. Reach your hips back towards your heels, and the head will be down into the ground. If you have a small child who's been running around all day, then they're probably super, super mobile, much more mobile than we are. So they could probably come onto their shins, send their hips on your hips, and then lean back and lay over you. Don't go into that cold. If you're an adult trying to do that, don't go into that cold because it won't feel good. Then the arms can hang out to the side or reach up to the sky, and it's a really nice like heart opener here. The other option is, and this one is a little less intense, is to just keep the feet out in front of you as you squat down and then step back. And usually it feels pretty good for the person on the bottom. How does that feel for you? Good. Yeah, it's just like a really nice assist for them. And so you could breathe a couple breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can release. So the top person will come off and the base will come into a downward facing dog. For downward dog, you want to have your hands shoulder distance. You want to push the ground away so that you have really long armpits. Make sure you're plugging into all 4 corners of the palms. Let the head hang heavy. Your knees can bend. You want to reach your hips up and back. Belly goes towards the thighs. And then press the heels down towards the ground. But if they don't get there, no big deal. Now, if your knees are bent a whole lot and your heels are way off the ground and you just like, you're really super tight through your hips, like if this is kind of what your downward dog looks like, then this probably isn't the best pose for you. But if you know that you're very, very close, like Dan is, with the heels towards the ground, or you're there, then you can safely do this. My only hesitation is like if the top person is kind of heavy and they push into you and your heels are like way off the ground, it might be too much on your hamstring. So use caution with this. Then from here, the top person is going to take their hands just in front of the base's hands, and they'll take their toes to the low back. Is that all right? Mm-hmm. And they will kind of press in and lift up. You're going to push the ground away. And you want to feel that your hips are over your head. I can't really see. I think they are. And then you can also play around with an arm balance here if you want. So you can take one foot up, lean into a little bit. Think about cartwheeling out of it if you don't have your balance. And if you want to get out, there you go. From here, your base, can come down into a seated position, sitting in like a crisscross leg position. And the other person will sit up against their back and just take a breath here. You can kind of feel your upper back against their upper back, and you can breathe in together, feeling the expansion through your ribs. You can do that one more time. Big breath in. And then take your right hand, and your partner will take their right hand. You'll take your right hand to your left leg. Your partner will take their left hand to your opposite knee, and we'll twist. So big breath in, grow tall. Exhale, you can use your partner's leg a bit to leverage a deeper twist. How's that feel?
Really good.
And then as you inhale, begin to unravel and switch sides. Big breath in, grow tall. Exhale and twist. Big breath in, grow tall. Exhale and twist. Big breath in, grow tall. And exhale for a twist. And then gently release. Come back to center. So those are a couple partner yoga poses that you can do at home. I hope it's super helpful. I hope you have lots of fun with it. Take a pic, let us know what that looks like for you, and send it over to us on Instagram, where you can find me at YogaByCandace.
You can find me at Namaste Strength.
Namaste_strength is where you can find him. He's got lots of tips for strength building. I've got lots of tips for yoga, and hopefully we'll see you over there. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you very soon here on the Yoga by Candace YouTube channel.